That's what goes on behind the scenes, and here to talk about the female costumes is pro dancer Christina Rianoff and costume designer Nicola Atkinson, and looking at the male wardrobe is Matthew Cutler and his designer brother Jason. Jason Cutler,
yes,
your little discovery for me.
Dun dun dun.
As I said to you, I didn't know you existed.
No, I know.
Not in a bad way, but I didn't know. Yes, never mind. No, but because I spent so much time chatting to your brother, and you're the clever one.
Apparently so.
He's the talented one.
The talented one, yeah, exactly.
You're the talented one. Now, you make clothes for, I believe, Matthew and Brendan.
That's right, yeah.
And talk to me about what makes a dancer's shirt, I guess, an outfit different from a normal one?
Well, the obvious would be the pants on the bottom.
Yes, talk me through the pants.
The pants on the bottom, basically that's there, so when they move, so the shirt doesn't come untouched or come out from the trousers, so you keep a good line and a good look for when they're moving, so you can still see the movement.
OK.
So that basically keeps that in check.
And no offence to boys, I mean, we like boys, but once you've put one spangle on a shirt, yada yada, you might as well either wear a spangly shirt or a ballroom shirt.
It's so much more complicated than that, Claudia.
Well, actually not so much more complicated, but basically, yeah, there's not so much you can do with the shirts compared to the dresses. So
you see, loving Chase.
We're kind of,
me.
No. Yeah,
yeah, go on.
Well, yeah, so there's not really so many designs we can do with shirts. So there's only a certain amount we can do. We can change the materials. We can use a lot of laces and meshes, but the style is pretty much a shirt's a shirt. So it's going to be a one collar or a different style of collar or cuff.
And is it cut differently? Sometimes they're much more open, aren't they?
Yeah, it depends how much they want to show off, really. You know, if, Austin or a Mark, for instance, they would go for the whole lot. But normally you can just button it up to the way you want, and the rest is just the fit. If they want it to be a little bit baggy, we can do that, or we can make it as tight as they want, basically, just so we can show the different type of movement. OK,
that's so clever. And what's your favourite of, let's say, Matthew's shirts?
Well, I think that the South shirt there that you see, that's one of my favourites, because Matt normally is quite a contemporary type. He doesn't really like to freak out too much with the styling, but this is a little bit more see-through and a little bit more crazy for him. So
I love it. Matthew, is that one of your favourites as well?
I like it because it is different to what I usually want. Plain, classical, normal collar, normal cuffs, and just no diamonds.
Very easy.
That's what I usually go for. And when he said to me, "Oh, maybe go for a mesh," I'm like, am I thin enough for that?
Do you think I am, Mark Foster?
Have I got the body for that?
It took 11 weeks to get to that stage.
Yeah, he's like, now you can wear that. OK. So, yeah, because it's a bit different to what I usually have. I had a few stones on, a bit of frills. For me, that's a big thing. And
does it make you feel very different? The minute you put it on, do you go, oh, OK, right, I'm ready for the dance floor?
Yeah, it does kind of get you into the mood. You kind of get into the zone a lot easier when you have all the gear on. You know, the tight trousers, the tight pants,
yeah,
the high heels, and the mesh and the diamonds. It makes you feel great.
Nicola, you have made some unbelievable dresses this series.
Thank you.
I hope you know that lots of the people watch. I mean, they like the dancing, don't get me wrong.
But it's all about the dresses.
The dresses can often... I often think some of the most beautiful dresses, like, literally the girls could come out and just sit on the floor and write a postcard and still people would vote. Going, oh, did you see the feathering? Did you see... which are your favourite dresses to design?
Probably the ballroom, because they're so elegant and beautiful. Something like the Viennese waltz, which is so romantic and very princess-like, which I think everybody really, coos at the screen, and little girls just want to, last year I designed a dress for Alicia, which was a beautiful powder pink dress, and I think all the little girls just wanted to be her and be in that dress. So,
I remember. And also Lisa's from the weekend. I mean, there's a little girl with her here. They just sort of went, hold on a minute, it's like
she was like Cinderella. Yeah, definitely.
They differ from a normal dress. I mean, other than the fact that you probably wouldn't go down to Tesco's wearing it because of all the spangles.
Could,
but they're built differently, aren't they?
They are. They're all built on leotards, and it's all stretch fabrics and moulded bra cups. So you've got to, the main thing is they've got to feel really comfortable. It's got to be practical, and it's got to really mould to the body so that they're not moving anywhere, especially when they're dancing the Latin dress. Dance, it's kind of really important that they feel comfortable in it. Because as much as you'd like to do really fitted dress to the knee, very Hollywood, you've got to be able to move their legs properly, for the dance and get in certain positions. So you've got to think about the practical side as well as...
It's such a good point. Christina, you're nodding. I imagine that sometimes maybe it's lots of
right.
Her routines, she's moving.
Hold on a second. I need to do the split.
But dragging across the floor.
Absolutely. Christina, how much fun is it for you, just as a professional, to then create the overall look with somebody like Nicola to go in?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great thing, to have, because when I've met with my designer for the series, I was so happy because we just sort of clicked right away, and we started designing my costumes, and we just both kind of agreed on that look of Marilyn Monroe in like Hollywood glamour style, because I think it suits me really well and I like it very much. So we were both just over the moon to create those dresses.
What I also love is the fact that you've taken one dress. I mean, there are so many questions about what happens to dresses once they've worn.
Yeah.
But you then turn them into something else, don't you?
Yeah, we sometimes with the dresses, because people get knocked out and there's dresses hanging there, so we try to obviously use them. And one, for instance, was a dress that I designed for Heather, which was her rumba dress. Here you can see it on the screen.
Yeah,
beautiful. And it was very tightly, again, it was quite, she's got an hourglass figure as well, so it was very the kind of 1950s shapes. And then for the waltz for Christina, we cut off the fringe at the bottom and then put on a ballroom skirt, which was with lots of layers, so it creates that beautiful movement. And it's very, very Hollywood glamour, very 1950s, amazing.
Christina, what are the things that you look for in a dress? What's the most important thing?
Well, the most important thing, I believe, that it has to suit you. The dress has to suit you, your body type, your look, your image. And sometimes we sort of follow the fashion, you know, of the season or something like that. But it can really look wrong on you, you know. And you have to be very clever and, you know, wise with that.
Your foxtrot dress, I mean, I have to say, as I was watching it, I could hear chins land on the floor of men throughout the UK. And talk about, I mean, really sexy. Yeah, you said it, Matthew. But did it make you feel great? Did you go, right, I'm ready to go?
Yes, one of my favorite dresses, especially because it suited the dance and the song. I had the Marilyn Monroe song for the foxtrot, so it just sort of everything came together. It was the perfect dress for that.
Guys, thank you so much. Jason, Nicola, thank you so much. Jason, Matthew, Nicola and Christina.
Thank you.